Hey fellow investigators, let's enter the shadowy realm where undercover agents and criminal lords take caution. As the tale of Bloody Mary is a code that must be cracked rather than a myth. When you peel back the layers of deceit, you will uncover a story that goes beyond the paranormal into a realm of crime, conspiracy, and the seductive allure of a woman whose name makes people who know the secrets she guards shudder. Welcome to the mysterious world where Bloody Mary rules not only as a spectral figure but rather as the ominous conductor of the criminal symphony that reverberates through the city's secret passageways. Have you ever heard about someone who left law enforcement and criminals alike in a constant state of apprehension by burning 300 protesters who blurred the line between predator and prey and struck terror into the hearts of those who crossed her path? If not, then stick with me till the end to know why she was named Bloody Mary and why she ordered to burn down 300 protesters. Centuries passed and people haven't forgotten her. She is the Bloody Mary. Mary first was born on February 18, 1516 in London, England, to Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon. At first, Mary didn't seem like a potential queen, much less a bloody one. Throughout Mary's early years, her father would stop at nothing to have a male successor. In fact, Henry's will to become a father had a significant influence on Mary's formative years. When Mary was a teenager, the king caused a stir throughout Europe by announcing that his marriage to her mother was unlawful and incestuous, and that he intended to wed Anne Boleyn. He separated from the Catholic Church in England and founded the Church of England after divorcing Catherine and marrying Anne. Mary lost her mother, was labelled an illegitimate child, and was renamed a lady rather than a princess. She had mentally refused to accept that her father was the head of the Church of England or that her parents' marriage had been declared unlawful. Mary has seen her father get married several times over the years. Following Anne Boleyn's execution, he married Jane Seymour, who passed away during childbirth. After a brief and unsuccessful fourth marriage to Anne of Cleves, Henry killed his fifth wife, Catherine Howard, on false pretenses. The only woman to outlive Henry was Catherine Parr, his sixth wife. However, Henry had achieved his goal. Edward VI was Jane Seymour's son. 6 years into his reign, Edward VI attempted to ensure that his Protestant cousin, Lady Jane Grey, would inherit the throne. However, Mary took advantage of the situation and in 1553 led an army into London. She ascended to the throne and Lady Jane Grey was executed as a result of a wave of support. But Mary I became known as Bloody Mary while she was queen. One of the Mary's top concerns as queen was bringing England back under the Catholic Church. She overthrew a Protestant uprising, married Philip II of Spain, and undid many of the anti-Catholic laws passed by her father and half-brother. She took things a step further in 1555 when she reinstated the heretical statute, which punished heretics by having them burned at the stake. Many anticipated that the execution would come as a short, sharp shock and inspire Protestants to revert to Catholicism, advising her counselors that the killings should be carried out so that the people might well perceive them not to be condemned without just occasion, whereby they should both understand the truth and beware to do the like. She believed that a few executions would be sufficient. Protestants, however, were unfazed. Mary first ordered about 300 of them to be burned alive over the course of 3 years, from 1555 to her death in 1558. Can you guess why did she do that? To make England more Catholic. Along with a large number of common people, the victims also included notable figures such as bishops and the Archbishop of Canterbury. Mary's prosecution of Protestants had a long-lasting effect. It earned the Queen the moniker Bloody Mary after her passing. However, there were other explanations for why some people think Queen Mary I is connected to the folklore of Bloody Mary. Let's get into the conspiracy theories that revolve around Mary I. Many urban legends and conspiracy theories have been inspired by the legend of Bloody Mary, each adding a new dimension to the unsettling story. These add to the enigma and terror surrounding the Bloody Mary myth. According to one idea, Bloody Mary is related to a historical person named Mary Worth, who was hanged after being charged with witchcraft. This story tells about Mary Worth, who, daring to call upon her in front of a mirror, seeks retribution from beyond the grave. According to several legends, Mary was a young woman who had a sad love affair that ultimately caused her to pass away too soon. In many tales, she reappears as a spiteful ghost, doomed to search for her beloved by enticing people into the mirror realm. According to the different version of the same mythology, Bloody Mary also had children who suffered tragically. According to this interpretation, the summoning ceremony is an effort to get in touch with the spirit or reunite it with her injured or lost children. Talking about the most recent conspiracy theories, the mirror ceremony, which involves chanting Bloody Mary 3 times in front of a mirror, opens a paranormal portal that leaves evil spirit into our reality. Calling Bloody Mary brings in a variety of supernatural beings by creating a portal to the spirit world. This hypothesis, which builds on the notion of parallel universe, suggests that the calling forth Bloody Mary can open a portal to a mirror dimension that is home to spirits and other worldly beings. The mirror turns into a doorway connecting this other reality to our own. The Bloody Mary's legend's psychological manifestation is an intriguing feature that demonstrates how the human mind can contribute to the production of paranormal events. According to this theory, people may experience psychological phenomena as a result of the rituals accompanying fear and anxiety, which could cause them to believe in supernatural encounters that may not actually occur. Long-term staring at one's reflection in a dimly lit environment can cause a phenomenon called the troxler effect, which causes facial features to appear distorted or even change. The brain can also experience hallucinations or see patterns that aren't there when there is little light. This may exacerbate the appearance of a ghostly figure reflected in the mirror. Even while the legend might not be grounded in subjective truth, its psychological consequences serve as a testament to the complex processes that occur within the human mind. Let's get on to analysis. Examining the Bloody Mary case in depth is similar to removing layers of criminal psychology and urban mythology to uncover a fascinating and terrifying tapestry. The legend is fundamentally a crime psychological thriller in which the paranormal and the mind dance in the poorly lit room. The practice of calling forth Mary I in front of a mirror plays on our natural apprehension about the unknown. The anticipation of the ritual can cause the mind to deceive us as we gaze into our own reflections. This is the epitome of the power of suggestion. Every shadow takes on a life of its own, and expectations are amplified. Mirror gazing turns from a seemingly harmless activity into a psychological test. The troxler's effect begins to alter our own perception, and the low lighting creates the ideal environment for hallucinations to occur. Because our brains are built to look for patterns, they may imagine a ghost when none exists. Another layer is added by cultural conditioning. We bear the burden of popular imagination because we grew up with the Bloody Mary story. The whispered cautions and shared tales are what heighten the ritual's psychological effect. This fear is cultural rather than personal. The Bloody Mary's case ultimately serves as a study of cognitive dissonance. We voluntarily engage in a ritual that defies what we perceive to be true. Our thoughts may also select the supernatural as the link between the visible and invisible when confronted with the uncomfortable juxtaposition of opposing ideas. It is evidence of the remarkable way in which culture, belief, and suggestion interact to shape our understanding of the unexplained and paranormal. Now the question arises, is it really true that she burned down 300 protesters? Well, although there is not much proof left to confirm this, there are a lot of people who believe that she really did that. And perhaps from here she might have gotten the name of Bloody Mary. Well, if you have been drawn in by the sinister flips and turns of this supernatural crime story, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. We will be exploring more spine-tingling cases that will keep you gripped from beginning to end. What do you think of the legend of Bloody Mary? Do you think it's a ghost encounter, a psychological manifestation, or a combination of the two? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. We'd love to hear them. Check out our playlist for an engrossing explanation of the world of crime if you are in the mood for more mysteries. Until the next time, may the shadows conceal more secrets than fears, and may you remain curious and watchful. Signing off from the shadowy side of the unknown.